Hey, what's up? I'm MichaelTheArch, and today we are here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. We're out here on Layton Lakes, and I am going to teach you how to track with a fresh game. Absolutely deleted everything on another profile, and I'm just going to show you how to start out. You immediately want to go to System. On every map you want to do this. It changes for every map. Your inactive track, clue color, active track, clue color, collectible, spotting, tree stand, all of these change for every single map. So you need to set them per map. Now you've got all of this other stuff. You also want to have your track effect set to particle and glow, or you can change it to just glow, I think. But for now, we're going to just use particle and glow. So inactive track, you can change to what you want. We're going to change the active track over here to Hollywood Sea Rise. Collectible, we're going to change to yellow. And we're going to leave the others something a little bit different. Let's change the spotting outline to gray. And then do the tree stand as white. Let's just go that way. The next thing you want to know is that you have skills. And in your skills, you have two trees, the ambusher and the stalker. In stalker, you want to focus on the first one and the top row. Now, I suggest 3 levels into this, 3 levels into this. I believe that this is only 1 level. At least 1 level here, and at least unlock this if you want to start looking for rares. The other skill tree has put 1 into Sync Tinkerer, if I can speak properly. And spotting knowledge, you want all 3. You also want to get sight spotting when you can. The rest of the stuff is really up to you. The tag is okay, but I don't like it actually. I'd prefer to just keep it the way it is. The only thing that I'm not maxing out is this one, innate triangulation. And if I could get 1 more point into it, I absolutely would. It helps greatly with calls and tracking them. But we're going to get started and actually track something right quick. When you first start off, you want to go ahead and spot it with your binoculars, and then you want to go in there and put that down. On your map, you want to put that down. Now, if you look, it's just to the left of where she actually is. So, we're going to put this just slightly more to the right. And that's right where she's at. So, we know that we are 74 yards out. Your gun to start with is 164 yards. So, there you have a call. And what we're going to do is get over here where we can have a more broadside shot of her. We know where she's at. We want to take a broadside shot. Now, she's really close, so we want to hold down a little bit. And now she's going to run off. Alright. Now, we need to find her tracks. So if you're playing at nighttime, press in your right stick for your light, or I don't know what it is on PC, but there is a stick for a light. So now, you want to go find where she was. So if you want to pull up your map, and you want to put the thing, just say right here, okay? You want to put it on top of the spot. And if you look at this map, you can see that right here actually is the center of this big purple area. That purple area is basically your death zone. That means that is your kill zone, and it is your, I'm trying to think of the word that they call it, your hunting pressure. So you want to put your You want to put your marker right there, and then look in that very area and see if you see the blood. And if you look, we do. Now, I've redone this 3 times because I messed her up. You cannot shoot this deer to start with from the front or the side. You will not kill her. So, that's why I snuck around. But if you look, we're going to go back here. You've got this track. When you get on top of that first track, go in and don't move your mouse, don't move your cursor. Just put your marker right down on top of where it is there. And now, what you want to do is follow the nearest track. And say you didn't see this track. If the track is not there, you got your marker there. Run about 500 yards away, about 250 yards away, and come back. If it's not there, do the 500 yards, and then come back. And then you usually will see something. If there's nothing in the area at all, if you feel that it has glitched. However, if you see which way it went, we've seen that it went this way. If you go about 150 yards, you usually will start seeing tracks. So, our tracks are these bright pink colors. So, you see that we're right here, and we are tracking that, and she pooped right here. It is fresh, and there she is. But, let's look at the tracks again. So, back here, this track tells us that she was walking right here. If we can get this one, it says it's a blood splatter, a vital organ hit, and that it's fresh. It goes just now, very fresh, fresh, old, very old. They have reduced the length of time that it takes for those to decay. So now, in a minute or two, you're going from just now to fresh, to very fresh to fresh in about 2 minutes. If you look here, in a fresh playthrough or a fresh start to the game, it's going to tell you the species, the class level, what type of print, and what they were doing at the time. So they were running here, and they were walking here. You want to find the first run track close to this, and that's usually the direction they went in. If you find a run track and then another blood, that should look like an arrow to you. So if you look here, let's run out of the way. If you look right here, you can see it goes in a line. You want to follow that line. You want to bring up your cell phone or the Hunter mate and just follow it on there. Now, it's good to actually crouch and track this way because it helps not spook everything else. But as you can see, we find that. A blood trail that is not a shot right there will say blood trail, bleed rate, and it'll tell you either very low, medium, high, or very high, I believe. I don't know if it says low in it anymore or very high anymore, but I think that they used to. So here we have droppings. It tells you what species. It tells you the class and how fresh the track is, so it is still fresh. And look at there. There she is. We actually got her. So we're going to walk right up here. If you want to, you can sort of walk around and look. In the console version, you can't take a picture with the camera. It won't actually save, so there's no reason to do that unless you're just trying to zoom in. But it's always good to look up at the sky or something so you can actually read what it says. And in this screen, I will go on and say press your R2 button and it'll show you the animal, and then if you press it again, it'll go back to the X-ray view. Alright, we're back here on Leighton Lake on my main profile, and just to show you the system, I do have these things. I've tried to set them about the same, I think. I think that one should be yellow. And that's the settings that we had there, I believe. I'm going to set this back to what it was so that it don't really matter that much. But I'm just going to show you my skill trees. We have 3, 1, 1 of 2, and 1. And then down here, 1 in the first one, 3, and 1. And that is the stuff that's going to help you with tracking. So, just to show you that. Now, there's some tracks down here, and we're going to go see if we can actually find something. But I'm going to show you something with these tracks first. And hopefully make this pretty quick. If you look at the track, each animal track does look different. So this is a moose. And it says it's a moose. It tells me that it is 1,036 pounds to 1,201 pounds, and it was trotting. It is a Class 8 animal. We have a perfect candidate right here. It is a bear at 82 yards out. We're going to pop that thing right now. And she is going down. So we have poop here, and you can look at the poop tracks to see how old something was. So this is fresh as well, and it does tell what the different things are. Also, once you do that, you can come in here and look at the tracked animal there on the right side of the screen. And when you look at that, you can see that it says that it's a moose. If it was bleeding or the wound severity, it'll tell that. If you've seen what it is, it can tell what the fur type is. The health, it'll tell from tracking the gender. If you're using pounds, you need to divide it by 2.205 to get the proper pounds, which would be, if you look here again, this says that it is 2284 to 2648. To get that, you would have to multiply this by 2.205, but you're actually wanting to divide the one that's in the menu on the map by that to get what the actual thing would be, the actual weight, if you're looking there. So, we just seen a bear up here. Now, I have no idea why they are... Okay, he was right here, I guess. So anyway, what we're going to do is come up here and look. Now, if you look down there, you can see that our bear is actually down there, and she is sparkling like everything else. So, we see that we have a track, and it says walk. It says it is a black bear. It weighs 88 to 225 pounds, and she was walking. She is a Class 7. Now, if we go right here to the other one, it says blood splatter, vital organ hit, very fresh. So, if we look right here, we see another blood track, and we're going to pull this up first. You see that the purple is down where we just shot her, and we're going to come over here, and it says 25 to 50. We had a very good shot. So we're going to look right here. This is a poop track. Again, notice the poop looks different per track. Look at the footprints here. They look different. Know your footprints. Know your poop. The reason you want to know them is so you can take your binoculars, if you're up high, and you can look down and you see it and you say, hey, that's poop from this animal. So I know this is a moose, so I don't want to track that right now. And you can see she's down right here, but we want to see where she come in at. So you can see she was trotting here. I'm going to show you something else with this. We're going to find several tracks here. With this knowledge that I have right now, we're going to start back at the one behind this one to show you. Right here. Alright, say this is a track that we just found. Now, it's got the cone. It's going this way. So, we're going to follow it and try to find the next one. It's got another cone, and it's going this way. If you look at the map, I don't know why the map is doing that, though. Okay. That's very weird, but if you look at the map, you can see that there are lines in between the dots. And if you look here, you can look at that and see that there are lines between the dots. If you have two next to each other and they're far apart, it'll be a solid line, and it'll have an arrow going the way that they were going. So, now we have that one. It says old. We can come right up here, and this will be a perfect example of one that has a bit of space in between it. Boom. Now, you can look at that and see that it has arrows there. Again, it has the arrows here in between, and it has the lines. So you know that that's the direction that that track is going. So we're going to continue tracking. She's went here. That's not the right track. Oh, this is the right track though, so we've got this. Now, again, if you have tracks that disappear, you need to look around in a circle for about 150 yards usually. Sometimes you have to literally go out of the area and just be out of the area a bit, about 500, sometimes 250, sometimes 500 yards, and you will get the tracks back if they glitched. So we're going to pick her up and see what we done, and that was a good shot with my 7mm, and there we go. And that is that, y'all. I hope this has helped, and I will see you later.